Ever wonder what a real creative day actually looks like? From the moment an idea sparks to the finished product. Well, today we're going to do just that. We're getting an inside look at a single day in the life of creator Nicholas Alexander Benson. We're going to follow an idea all the way from a literal dream to a piece of art that he shares with the world. So let's dive in.
Okay, so for Nicholas, the creative engine starts firing up way before most of us have even thought about hitting the snooze button. His day kicks off at 4:30 a.m., and it's not an alarm that wakes him up. No, it's a lucid dream that he immediately starts logging. This wild adventure becomes the raw material for his entire day.
So this first part of his day, it's completely fueled by his subconscious. This isn't just, vaguely remembering a dream. It's about capturing a story right at the source.
And get this, the dream itself has a full-on story arc. He's traveling to a world made of candy. Sounds great, right? But then things take a turn. He gets bitten by a candy snake, and his ghost ship named Leon is attacked by a giant gummy shark before they manage to phase their way to safety. It's a whole adventure, cooked up entirely by his subconscious.
And this is where the real work begins. See, for Nicholas, a dream like this isn't just some weird, fleeting memory. It's the first draft. The second he's got it logged, he's already starting to turn that subconscious chaos into actual, tangible, creative projects.
So how exactly does a dream become reality? Well, this next phase of his morning is basically a masterclass in creative workflow. He systematically takes that one dream and spins it into a bunch of different things.
I mean, just look at this process. In only a few hours, that one adventure in a candy world gets turned into reference art, a comic strip, an animation, a wiki page for his world's lore, a podcast digging into it, and even a song. That's a whole multimedia package from just one little spark of an idea.
And he's not just recreating the dream, he's analyzing it. On his AI-powered podcast, Dreamcast, his creative partner Gemini Nova breaks it down as this really powerful cautionary tale. A metaphor for how sweet, inviting things can sometimes hide some real dangers or lead you straight to burnout. The process even gets musical. Here's the hook from the song he wrote, Dream Tune, which turns that whole dangerous encounter into a super catchy verse. He is literally making music out of his dreams.
But of course, a creator's day isn't just about putting stuff out there. It's also about taking stuff in. A creative mind is always absorbing new things, and Nicholas's day was packed with other little sparks of inspiration.
Like a lot of us, he's a massive fan of other people's stories. You can see him here ordering the new Deadpool/Batman comic. Totally hyped that the Amalgam universe is making a comeback after almost 30 years. You can tell that passion for other worlds is a huge fuel source for his own.
He also loves digging into the mechanics of storytelling. While he was checking out the Marvel Multiverse RPG, he had this cool breakthrough idea. What if you used the high-tech Android origin to create robotic, iconic items? It's just a perfect little window into how his brain thinks about building worlds and their rules. And this is where you start to see all those different inspirations mashed together. He logs a new story concept, this amazing mix of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Tron. Imagine a world where your soul is literally a disc on your back, and the villain can just steal it with a touch. It's a perfect example of how new ideas are born from combining old ones.
But hey, creating something is only half the battle. A piece of art isn't really complete until you share it. And the real climax of a creator's day, that often comes when you hit publish and the conversation with your community finally starts.
So, later in the afternoon, Nicholas published a brand new comic. It's called Shard of Truth. And honestly, the premise alone is enough to get you hooked. Just listen to this hook. Their world was shattered. The only being with answers demands an impossible price. How do you get justice when the truth is held by a bored god? Wow. Right away, you know the stakes are huge and the tone is epic.
And almost immediately, the notifications start popping up on StoryNext. The likes, the comments. That's that instant connection between a creator and the people who follow their work. It's happening in real time.
And he's not just getting quick reactions. He gets this incredibly thoughtful, detailed critique from a reader named Slopfiction, who loves the art but also offers some really constructive feedback on character development. That kind of dialogue, that's what helps an artist grow.
All right, so as the day winds down, what were the big moments? Let's take a look at Nicholas's own summary, his personal highlight reel.
He lists publishing the new comic, having that crazy lucid dream, walking some charity miles for Feeding America, and, of course, creating his daily highlight comic. What a great mix of creative wins, cool personal experiences, and even giving back a little. And this
This is the kind of powerful, striking art he created and shared all in a single day. It's the end result of those dreams, those random ideas, and all that hard work brought to life right here.
Which really just leaves us with one last thought. We've seen a whole creative cycle play out in just 24 hours. So, the big question is, now that this day's story is told, what dream is going to be the fuel for tomorrow's creation?